Well, on Thursday evening, President Cyril Ramaphosa will give his first opening of Parliament address while leading the new coalition government. The first time that members of MK will be in Parliament and seeing the President directly. You may remember they hadn't been sworn in when Ramaphosa was elected President. Dr. Zamokuhle Mbandlwa is a political analyst, joins us now. Dr. Mbandlwa, good afternoon to you and thank you for your time. So, President Ramaphosa has been leading the cabinet Zamokuhle over the weekend, and he said that in his coalition cabinet there had not been any dissent this last weekend, that everyone had worked together. Do you think that's really what's happening? When he speaks on Thursday night, is he going to be speaking to a large group of people who tend to agree, apart from the EFF and MK?
Good afternoon, Stephen. Good afternoon to the viewers. Well, I think the president is portraying a united front. But the reality of the matter is that there are some challenges going on between the GNU and the opposition parties in parliament. Well, we must also note that for the first time in a democratic society, the official parliament will be opened under the different conditions of governance for the first time in a democratic society where no one political party is leading the government. Now, that alone, for me, should be a cause for concern because what we have observed over the past few weeks after the elections is the fact that whatever decision that is taken by the president must favor all the parties that are in the GNU. It seems like the statement of intent is the new constitution of the parties in parliament. Because if the president is taking a decision that is not part of the statement of intent, then it creates some friction or the problems between the ANC and the other political parties. Hence, we have seen a delay in the appointment of the cabinet ministers because of the same issue that I'm talking about. Well, in the opening of the National Assembly, the official opening that will take place, I want to believe that the president, unlike before, will not just talk about things coming from the ANC or from him as the president. He needs to consult other parties because if he say things that are not making other parties comfortable, that will create some friction or some problems.
In the past, we've seen this particular event, the opening of Parliament being disrupted. Julius Malema, the leader of the EFF, has said he won't disrupt Parliament anymore. He's also got a smaller caucus than Mbandlwa. How do you see MK responding to President Ramaphosa? I mean, if you look at MK's public statements, they're written to be incredibly rude to Ramaphosa. Do you think we'll see that, or do you think everyone's going to respect the occasion for a change?
Well, I don't think in the next 5 years, the EFF will not oppose decisions that are taken by the ANC government or the GNU government or the president of the ANC and of the country in the National Assembly. Well, maybe the approach might be different, but remember the EFF and the MKP are the official opposition parties in parliament, while the other parties are part of the GNU. So now it is highly impossible for the MKP and the EFF not to oppose decisions that are taken by the GNU or by the president or by the National Assembly because they are the official opposition parties. Well, perhaps the approach might be different. They might not disrupt, but the fact that even now, we've seen during the time when they were appointing the members that were representing parliament, that are representing parliament in the Judiciary Commission, we have seen the fiction, the arguments that were made by different political parties. Well, the majority of political parties supported the appointment of Judge Dr. Hlophe. But you could see that there was a fiction, there was different views. There were different views in terms of whether to appoint him or not, whether he qualifies or not qualify. So I think moving forward, there will still be some issues between the GNU, the EFF, and the MKP.
Dr. Zamokuhle Mbandlwa, political analyst, thank you very much indeed. Do appreciate it.